Hey, what's up? This is Eminem. Smash that free like button. If you also believe that Damien Priest feels like the Intercontinental Champion and not the World Champion, I think Damian and Sami Zayn should switch belts.
So far, what do I think about Damien Priest as the World Champion? Ever since he stole the title from Drew Mac, the Mac Daddy. Listen, I'm telling you, it just feels like he's not ready for this spotlight. It just feels like he's in the wrong spot, right? He needs to be fighting for IC championships, to me. Even though he's 41, I just felt like he wasn't ready to be a world champion. Because, to me, his promos are average. His promos are not world championship type promos. Now, I saw the promo tonight with Seth Rollins and Damien Priest. Now, the stakes are, if Damien Priest loses, he has to leave the Judgment Day. But what he said about that was very, very interesting. He said that his faction needs him more than he needs them. And I'm like, whoa, bro, like, why are you burying your group, right? That was weird. That was a weird comment. So people think it's going to be Damien Priest versus Gunther at SummerSlam. But that comment was very odd. Based on that comment, if I'm Finn Balor and J.D. McDonough, I am offended. There's a strong possibility they might cost him the world title. Why not? I feel like that is a huge out, right? You cost him a belt, and at the same time, he gets kicked out of the group via contract. So to me, I feel like that's a win-win because his big mouth, he asked for it. I'm like, bro, why would you bury the people in your group like they need you more than you need them? I'm like, wow, man, those are fighting words. But overall, I agree with what Drew Mac said. It's like, man, you are a background player when it comes to Drew Mac and CM Junk. That's all we care about on Raw is Drew Mac and CM Junk. But that's not good. You are the world champion. It just feels like that world championship, it feels like a mid-card belt around his waist. He don't feel like an important world champion. And that's a bad thing. It shouldn't get to a point where Sammy's IC belt, it feels neck and neck. His belt, Sammy's belt, Sammy's IC championship, it feels more important than Damien Priest's current championship. But that's not good. It's like he's not ready for this spotlight. He's not ready to be in a world championship feud with Seth Rollins. He's not ready for Gunther. He's not ready for Drew Mac. He's not ready for this kind of spotlight. It's like, I feel like they put the belt on him a little too soon. It's like, okay, what is he? Nobody knows what the fuck he is. Is he a face, heel, tweener? Nobody knows what he is. It's like, bro, your character is confusing. That's why he's not over. The crowd don't know, okay, should we cheer him or boo him? It's like, which one is it? He's in a feud with Seth, Drew Mac, Jey Uso, but who's the bad guy? Who's the good guy? And it gets to a point where, okay, I respect the fact that he wants no help when he fights for his title. Okay, I respect that. But what are you then? Right? It makes no sense. Everybody in your group does heel things, but not you. So what is the Judgment Day? He feels like he is on his last legs. I think, bro, he might lose this championship. I'm speaking facts. He might lose this championship at Money in the motherfucking Bank. It just makes all the sense in the world. That dumbass comedy made, and the fact that it just feels like he has passed his expiration date when it comes to being a member of the Judgment Day. It feels like he's becoming too Hollywood. It's like he really feels like he is the leader of this group. And it's like, bro, you ain't more over than Finn Balor. It just, I don't like how Damien Priest is making Finn Balor seem like a jobber. He makes Finn Balor seem like a nobody. Like he has no resume. I'm better than him. Just, I don't like that. Because Finn Balor is the biggest name in this group. Just, I don't like how Finn Balor is taking a back seat to Damien Priest, even though, bro, they are around the same age. So I'm like, why is Finn Balor taking a back seat to Damien Priest? But what do I think about his overall championship run as the world champion? I would give it a C- because his promos, he needs to work on these promos. It's like, yes, he has a great voice, but all that Spanish shit, I'm like, bro, speak motherfucking English. But his promos are really, really holding him back because he don't feel important. He don't feel like he should be here in this spotlight. He don't feel like he should be in the same ring with a CM Junk or a Drew Mac or a Seth Rollins. It just feels like he has his 5 minutes of fame. That's what it feels like. He feels like a transitional champion. It's like, I mean, I think Kofi was a better champion. It's like, this dude is the definition of transitional champion. Because I can't see him in any long-term plans. Like, I'm hearing Gunther, I'm hearing Seth. It's like, it just feels like he's holding that title warm. That's all. He is keeping that title warm for either Seth or Gunther. But, man, I got my money on Seth. I'm sorry. I think there's a strong possibility Seth might beat this guy. Because, yes, it does make sense for Damien Priest to leave the Judgment Day based off that comment he made about his own group. Man, he threw them under the bus. Eventually, they are going to turn on this guy. He is becoming too motherfucking Hollywood. That's how it goes. That's how it works. When your head gets too big, eventually, your cronies will eventually turn on you. That's what happened with Jay and Roman. But in this case, this feels like a Randy Orton-like situation. Remember when Randy Orton got kicked out of Evolution because Triple H got jealous? This is very, very similar, but in this case, Damien Priest, bro, you getting too cocky. It's like he thinks he's the best guy in the group, but it's like, man, he is abusing his power, and they are going to get fed up with his over-the-top bullying because, bro, he bullies JD McDonough. Really, real talk, he bullies them, and you can see there is some tension between Finn Balor and Damien Priest. Bro, it's just a matter of time when Damien Priest leaves this group, but it just makes more sense for him to lose this match and him to be forced out of this group. Bro, I just think they are going to make sure he loses. Like, why wouldn't you? Bro, I want to make sure he loses. If I'm Finn Balor, if I'm Dominic Guerrero, if I'm JD McDonough, if I'm Carlito, I hear that comment, I'm like, bro, I'm going to cost you this championship because your ego is too big. So I would have either JD McDonough or dirty ass Dominik Mysterio or Guerrero. Listen, I call him Dominic motherfucking Guerrero. Look at him. This man has a fucking mullet and a fucking mustache. Who does he look like? He does not look like Rey Mysterio. He does not look like his stepfather. He looks like his biological father, motherfucking Eddie G. That's who he looks like. That's who he wants to be. Like, bro, you gotta get your motherfucking eyes checked. Real talk. Somebody told me that dirty ass Dominic Guerrero looks like Rey Mysterio? How? Are you blind? He looks nothing like him. Like, oh, are you crazy? He looks nothing like motherfucking Rey Mysterio. He looks nothing like his stepfather. He looks like motherfucking Eddie G. The older he gets, he looks like Eddie G. But the whole point is, I got my money on the Judgment Day costing Damien Priest his match against Seth Rollins. It just makes all the sense in the world. Now, what do I think about his matches up to this point? Yes, Damien Priest is a great wrestler. He is. Damien Priest is a great wrestler. He does have good matches, but it ends there. right? Okay, once that bell rings, yes, he is very entertaining. But overall, man, it's like he don't feel like world championship material. Listen, like I said, he cashed in on the wrong guy. He should have cashed in on Gunther. That made better sense. This man is an IC champion. Maybe he can grow into being a world champion, just not right now. I was shocked when he cashed in on Drew Mac. I was shocked. I'm like, bro, Drew Mac is better. He's more over. He's more important. What are you doing? Like, Drew Mac, he should have beaten Damien Priest at Clash at the Castle. That was bad booking, horrible booking. Like, I hate when people say, oh, Drew Mac and CM Punk, they don't need a belt. Nah, bitch, every feud needs a championship, okay? You become a wrestler to win championships, okay? Every feud needs a championship. That's how that works. Championships, they upgrade feuds. They elevate feuds. They don't downgrade feuds. That's my point. This feud, man, why not put the belt on Drew Mac? It's like, we need more blood feuds that are for championships. When was the last time we had a blood feud that had a championship on the line? I'll wait. Let me say that once again. When was the last time we had a blood feud for the world title? That might have been motherfucking decades ago. Okay? It was decades ago. Since then. So, why not have a blood feud for the goddamn championship? That would make it feel even more important. That's what I mean. So, do not say, oh, these guys don't need to fight for a championship. Nah, bitch, every feud needs a championship. It makes the feud more important. It elevates the feud even more. Championships don't hurt a feud. That's my point. A championship is not going to hurt Drew Mac and CM Punk on trying to tell a story. It's like, man, just imagine if Drew Mac or CM Punk was chasing that belt. Just imagine if CM Punk was chasing Drew Mac and his championship. Good Lord, more people would be more hyped up for this match. That's all. That's all I'm saying. But the point is, Damien Priest, I'm telling you, he's not world championship material. His promos are just boring. They always fall flat. His promos are the definition of always falling flat. I don't feel it. Like I said, it just, to me, it feels like Sami Zayn is more of a world champion than Damien Priest. It feels like they need to switch roles, because at least Sami Zayn can talk his ass off. That's what I mean. These guys need to switch roles, right? Because I was the first one to say, bro, Sami Zayn, he should be above the IC belt. He should not beat Gunther. He needs to fight for world titles at this point of his career. Why is he going backwards? That's my point. That's why I was pissed off on why Sami Zayn beat Gunther. He don't need it. He needs to move up to the main event scene. He needs to move up to fight for world championships. But just, Triple H, that was bad booking. Awful booking. Sami Zayn should be fighting for world championships. But the whole point is, I would grade Damien Priest, his whole entire run as the world champion, I would grade it a C-. This dude is a mid-carder holding the world title. That's how it feels, and I'm done.